know, garden a little. I am just raking up my soil just a smidge from the top layer, getting rid of all the roots and maybe forgotten vegetables. This is a little dried up carrot now, because I'm going to be planting my onions here. I might look familiar. It's because I decided to plant my onions that same day I actually cleaned out my chicken coop. So let's get planting. This soil looks a lot better than it was looking last year. If you remember, my last year made a layer up top that it was hard for seeds to come through. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna just mix in some pine shavings and kind of break up this clay component of the soil. It's great to have chickens because you have this excess bedding that you can use in your garden. If you're new with planting, onions are heavy feeders, so I'm gonna work in this nitrogen into the soil. This is not a hot compost or anything like that, but it will break down over time and it will give this soil a little bit more aeration. So I just bought my onion sets. There's 80 of them per pack. That's what they say. Non-GMO, organic. And I've never grown seeds from bulbs, but all I hear is that they're pretty heavy feeders and they're quite cold tolerant. So that's why I'm sowing them right now. At the end there, I added my leftover garden soil just because it was laying around. I'm gonna get planting. I don't think I'm gonna plant all of them, but maybe I will, because that's the ultimate goal, just to get these all in the ground. So let's do it. I'm gonna be transparent. The package says plant after the last frost date, but we are so close, and it says you can mulch in extreme climates. So I'm gonna mulch my onions after I plant them, and it's raining, so you guys are underneath the awning, so I'm not worried about my phone, but I think this is perfect time to plant because the nature does the watering. It's amazing. So I'm gonna space these out first and then get them planting. This is my first time planting my onions from sets. If you are planting them from seed, most of the areas start their onions from seed around January. You're not late. You're never late. You pretty much just do it and see what happens. But I am going to start from starts, and they come like little tiny onions. So basically what you do is plant this side, the root side down, and this is gonna be the green part. It's gonna go up and catch some photosynthesis for this guy, and it's gonna bulb up and be a nice little onion. Some of these are kind of puny, kind of sad, so that's why I'm planting them a little bit closer than I wanted. Technically you're supposed to plant them just under a foot apart, but I know people have planted them much closer and they did great. So it's kind of just up to you. This is my first time doing it, so I'm trying to follow directions, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna continue doing it. As you can see, I am soaking wet. It's great. So all of my onions fit, which is amazing. I pretty much took up the whole space. As you can see, the rain is picking up, which is great. I'm honestly, guys, I'm cold, I'm tired. I haven't eaten yet, but I'm so happy. I am so happy in the garden. I don't know what it is about it. My hands are dirty. I love it. my mind is free. I think that's what I love about it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and bury each one of these because I kind of place them lightly, and I'm gonna mulch them just because there is a possibility of like light freeze, a frost for sure. I want to make sure that these guys actually survive, so let's do that. Cover my onions with mulch. I like to use whatever shavings I use for my chicken house just because it's cheaper. This whole bag, half of it went into the chicken coop. If you don't remember, watch that video. It's very satisfying. And half of it is still left over, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it on my onions. So I can't water these down so they don't fly away, but it's going to be raining on and off, so that's perfect. I just don't want them to be all flying away right now when it's really windy like this. Wow, I can't believe I just planted my first garden bed in 2022. I am so excited. You guys stay tuned to see what is actually happening. Wow, that is really bright. There we go. Yeah, it's looking perfect. It's looking good. I'm hoping that in just a few short weeks, I can see some green sprouts coming from here. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know one question that might be popping up in your mind is pine shavings. Don't they like mess up with your soil? There's some kind of thing going on. Yes, but it's so minute and I haven't experienced any difficulty with any of my plants. I started mulching them, my plants last season when they were like in full peak. And I think that helped my soil actually a lot rather than damage or do anything like tomatoes, peppers, nothing was affected. So I'm just going off of my own experience. So I feel confident using pine shavings as my mulch, at least for the moment being. I think straw is probably better, but I can't get my hands on straw right now, especially clean straw. But anyways, guys, this is so exciting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and stick around for next time because I am going to be planting my cold hardy crops. Although that should have been started a while ago, again, school kind of took the priority and I forgot about everything else. So stay tuned. I got some cool little planters to show you guys from GardZen, and cool grow bags and some really cool seeds. So go garden a little. I will see you guys on the next time. Thank you. Bye.